Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolsTown here in City Skylines 2, where we're now looking at our brand new cargo trains. This one has just come from our brand new cargo harbour, which is now importing a bunch of goods into the city to hopefully expand the economy and all the businesses. Got a long way to go right now, but it is looking pretty good. We did have to implement some crazy stuff. We placed down our cargo harbour, which we had to terraform. This is temporary, okay guys? Don't say anything about this right now. This is completely temporary. Do not worry. Do not worry. But the train line runs through. We got one station over here which services this side of the city. We got another one over here for this side too, and this one over here for all of our kind of industries that we have built up on the opposite side. Now, what we need to do today is we need to look at a lot of the utilities within the city. Before I can go expansion crazy again, we need to then start thinking about ways in which we can kind of increase the capacity on our services. Right now, we have a large amount of garbage piling up in the city. I think we have completely filled this, which we pretty much have. And we need to take care of like water, sewage, the garbage, all the basic utilities, kind of create a nice little utility area that will be able to kind of function and kind of have the capacity for a larger city. Now, if you are enjoying this series and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. And I'm thinking about building it over here. Now, I want to kind of combine this area with a bit of industry eventually, but I also think it would be a good location to build some of my utilities around this section, especially the garbage, I think will be quite useful. Now, what I need to do is I need to create a nice little junction around this area somewhere that we can access this little section. Also, I've got to figure out as well, what utilities do we kind of have and have the ability to use? So when it comes to garbage then, we'll start with the garbage. We have the basic landfill site. I can eventually unlock the incinerator, which not only produces a little bit of power, but also burns a lot of the garbage. I have the recycling center, which will obviously recycle it and be kind of, green about it. And I have the industrial waste processing site too. Now, I've got a lot of development points. I don't know whether to spend all of them or just to at least unlock the recycling and the incineration plant. We'll kind of leave the industrial one for a little bit longer, and we'll pretty much start with this. So coming off this, and it is a highway style road, we'll kind of lead out a 4-lane road because I know this area could be pretty heavily used with all the vehicle traffic from the trucks and stuff. And what we'll do is we'll throw in a decent sized roundabout. So I'm going to go for a large one. And that should aid the access point down to here. Now, we'll build a small little road coming off it, which will then begin to build our first landfill site. So your standard 2-lane road, which will be pretty fine. I'll kind of come off it here. And if I bring this in to about there, it should be fine. Should be no issues. So when it comes to our landfill then, we're going to have a landfill site, there's no question about it, but we're also going to kind of implement a few of the other features as well, so we can kind of complement the landfill and all that kind of sweet jazz. So if I build actually I might extend the road to kind of become a little bit of a crissy-crossy junction like that, the best way to put it, solely because I can then put the landfill site right on the end, which the roads do connect, and then we'll build the area pretty much around it. So hold on, let me reallocate it, and then we can then build around it now. So which way am I? I'm going this way first, aren't I? Yeah. So we'll build to here, and oh, that's a good point actually. Do you know what? I'm not going to build anything just yet because I might get the other buildings in first to see what space I'm going to have left over. So an incineration plant is quite large, and a recycling center is a decent size as well. Now I'm going to come off about here, and I wonder if I can place in my recycling center. Oh, this is another thing as well. Like if I place a recycling center in, is there extensions to it? Yes, that's on it. That's separate. This is separate as well. Right, okay. We scrap that idea, and I'm going to reposition this to over here. Like that. I'll do the terraforming so it's not a problem, because it's dropping down quite a bit. So we got our recycling plant just there, which will add an extra depot for more vehicles, which is an upgrade within the building itself. So it gives us 30 potential vehicles to toot around. Hazardous waste collection, and we've got storage extension. We'll kind of see what capacity happens from this before we move forward. So let's now kind of extend this land a little bit. And then we'll kind of then smoothen it all off. So pump it from the bottom first. Give us a nice chunk of space. There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. And then we'll get in an incineration plant as well. Now, it might seem quite overkill, but it's like you get a little bit of everything then, don't you? You get the ability to, you know, bury it in the ground and forget about it. We get to burn it and produce a little bit of power. And we also get to recycle as well. So it's a kind of a case of just ultimately seeing what works out best for us and having as many options as we pretty much can. So let's now quickly put this back down again, and then now I get to kind of designate an area for it all. So we'll go to about there. We'll kind of keep it quite fair. Lead this up, and we'll come off the snapping. It's a shame you can't do like bends. Allow everybody to see the garbage as they're coming across and entering and exit the area. Why not? Why not? Right, there we go. So nice little garbage section there. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. And then we can also connect this up via power too. So we'll do this underground if it will allow me to. No problems connecting there, directly to there. So we can then put the power back in. Very good, very good. So it's a nice and simple and basic little kind of setup area, which you should see a lot of vehicles pumping out. Now, I will upgrade the buildings as time goes on. And it will allow me to ultimately then kind of see what capacity is and see how we need to upgrade it. Now this, I need to empty it. And I want to get rid of it and put some industry there in its place. Because I've got like a section now that kind of we can dedicate it to. So the question is, do I empty it or can I just delete it? Okay, so there's no consequence to filling it up. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Right, so cover all this in then, and we're going to then build a little bit of our road network. Now, it's a bit funky, this road network now. But we'll come out to about there, and then we'll snap this in as it meets. To there. Directly out. And we will come out to about there. And bend this one in as well. Just give it a little bit of coverage. Not really much we can kind of do about this. Now I'll place down some industry right now. There we go. They'll love that. Loads more jobs. A lot of places where uneducated people can work, and a lot of jobs where educated people will be vacant because we don't have enough educated people in general. But I'm hoping now then... oh my goodness me, we're not even connected up to the main kind of sections and grids. Oh, someone told me as well, if I upgrade the highway to having lights, it adds the power. So if I upgrade this road to that, and then it adds water and power into it. Am I right in saying that? Well, it adds the power in, not the water. Which it doesn't really matter about the power because I've now got kind of connected. But yeah, I was trying to experiment with this last episode, and someone told me I couldn't quite figure it out. So I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that right now. So I'll just do a connection there, and then that should be adequate enough, right? Yeah. These are all now going to be okay. Apart from the fact that they don't have any power. So they're not okay. So I do need to upgrade. Well, I don't need to upgrade. But I do need to upgrade. Because I've bought the power in differently, haven't I? I mean, I could also just simply, for the sake of it, do that. And there we go, we're all good. So, the main thing is we're pumping out so many vehicles. So this has 50 vehicles, this has 20 vehicles, this one has 25. So that's 105, no, that's 95 vehicles, garbage trucks we can have scouring the city. So if that doesn't collect enough people, then I don't know what will. I don't know what will. Can I whack, oh, I can whack a roundabout on this, couldn't I? We'll do a large one there and a large one there. That's like an extra large one, isn't it? And then fast forward, and we should see the flow happening a little bit more. So they should all now flow out very nicely. No dramas, no issues. Off they go. Hitting the mean streets and hopefully collecting all our garbage. It's quite painful, isn't it? The amount of garbage we have stacking up. So that's the garbage taken care of. We're still working on building all the industry over there. Water's next. Now, I don't know what is possible for this stuff. So if I go to my development points first, then go to water, I can get a water treatment plant, which is, water treatment is the processing and purifying of wastewater. Treated water can be safely recirculated. Oh, okay. So I can turn the poop water into clean drinking water. Give me some of that. High efficiency and high powerful surface water pumping station. I'll unlock that as well. It's quite a lot, but I'm going to go for all of it. So we have got sewage over there. And we're going to try and build a little bit of a kind of a water plant just here. So we have the ability to utilize our waste treatment plant, which processes the polluted waters. So if I bring, actually, if I stick a small little roundabout on that and then bring this out. And it's not really going to be much of an area in that regards. But it should be enough to kind of just play around with it. So if I then go and do a little T-junction like this. As a way to kind of end it slightly. What can we throw in here then? So we got our water kind of treatment, well, yeah, wastewater treatment plant is what it is. So if I place you down, I'm just kind of interested to see what it does first. So that should be connected to the main grid anyway. I can add the advanced filtration system, which adds an extra 25% puration rate. And we can get some extra processing units as well. So if I build one there, I build one there. I can't get any more. Well, I could do, but you'd have to reposition them. But if I drop those there and add this on as well. Oh, this is a separate building altogether. Right, I'm going to need more space. I'm going to need more space, boys. Let me redo this. Right, bringing you out. Let me reposition this. So if I build that there, I can then add this as an extension here. Right. There we go. So, that's now in. And that now pretty much has, is it 30% efficiency? I'm hoping that now increases. Not enough employees, apparently. So, it has a large sewage treatment. What is our sewage treatment like? Do I have to wait for this to kind of go into full effect? Water output, so sewage treatment. I'm assuming that's what it pumps in. Can I get rid of these? And in return, just solely utilize that system. You know what I mean? Does that alone do what I need it to do? So my sewage... Okay. No. No. Whoa, hold on. The wastewater treatment plant has a sewage treatment of 300,000 per month. Is it the pipework slowing me down, you reckon? I wonder. Right, we got some big major issues. Right, we're pumping more sewage in. But it's not processing the amount it said it could process. Those at an extra 2,500. Wait, is this building not doing what I thought it was going to do? What is going on right now? So I can't really do any more than what I'm doing. I'm confused. Because of how expensive it is it purely my pipes? Am I, like, overloaded? Surely not. What's going on here? Because obviously I've got huge amounts of backed up sewers. It says the sewage treatment is 300,000. But we can't process enough. So sewage treatment's this. Water output. Is it down to the fact that I don't have enough educated employees? And that's why the efficiency is so low, do you reckon? It might be a case where we still need to have to utilise a couple of these until we've got enough people working here. So just for the sake of having some processing power, we'll just see how this number changes when we get more people working here. Because right now, I don't even have any employees. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? It really is. Now, it does produce clean drinking water. We need about 300,000 again. I have the advanced pumping station, which this connects to there. So I won't change the water supply just yet. But that's crazy, isn't it? That really is. Right, we might need some more people living here then. So garbage still piling up. They are slowly getting round there. Now, something that I never realised was, remember when I tried to put low density residential here and I don't want to build? I never realised when you select a density, like if I select high, the roads go green to show you where they're most likely and happy to build. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I feel so foolish for not even knowing. So I'm going to cover all of this then with our high density housing, which is going to create some ridiculous skyscrapers. I'm going to pause here and do some high density commercial because it was all pretty much going to be geared up for low density stuff. But now that is completely out of the question, this is how it is. Oh, have I got traffic there? Damn, boys. The traffic buildup is getting a lot crazier in the city. Someone said we might have to start thinking about doing a metro system, an underground subway system, and I think that might be a good idea. Yeah. Right, okay, so back to actually, what's the unemployment rate like these days? Unemployment 5%. So we're still there. Right, okay, so if I go for medium density, okay, where's my zoning gone now? There we go. Medium density. And I'm going to drop in some medium density here. Spend that demand while we can. Are these schools looking full? That one's full. Or not full, but on the way. We've got one over here. One here looking all good. We've got one over there. One there. So they're not as full as they used to be. Because I've added more capacity, obviously. We're adding so much more capacity. I often think them changing lanes at the very end accounts to the traffic issues that we're having. Also, do you reckon I should upgrade this road to an 8-lane road? What would that be like? Right, we almost have to pick a side. So if I went there, I can't do that one, but I can do that one. And the reason I can't do this one, I think, is because one of these, it's this here. So if I delete you and delete you, and I'll replace it back in. What's overlapping now? Oh, this one as well. Right, we'll have to come back and sort those out. But a wider road means we can get more physical vehicle traffic down here. I'm going to have to delete these and like place them all back in again. So what are we saying? Are we saying, yeah, on this side? So that bridge going over now is a slight little pain for them. Right, I will get it all back in. Do not worry, sir. So just on that little section here, I want to see how much it changes it. if I build to there, delete you. Easy peasy, mate. So I haven't got the walkable paths in yet. But I also don't know whether to change it where the vehicles can drive over. So then we've all got to kind of cram on the roundabouts. Because that really helps here. And I can implement ramp up as soon as I can. And then straight up and over. So you still have the paths where you can walk. You still have that because you can walk on the bridge. You know what I mean? And I don't know whether to do another one here, or do I just make this purely a walkable? I'm going to make this one purely walkable, just have something a little bit different. So, same with this now. I'm going to ramp this up. So, as soon as we can at that point. And then down. As soon as we can there, and then all the way across. No dramas, no issues. No need for the tissues, boys. I have that all in. So it does mean we can filter a lot more vehicle traffic, and I might then just delete you, and then we'll get our walkable bridge in here first, and then we'll do the other one down below to be a road. So connect upon it as soon as we can, which will go to there, it's fine. So it takes away the need to also filter through the roundabout, which vehicles are coming back and down here so much. So it'll be interesting to see what that does. Now, is it possible, because I've got a 4-lane road here as well, to upgrade that? Yeah, which adds an extra lane to the roundabouts, which we're hoping we can filter more traffic through as well. So it all has its benefits, right? It all has its benefits. What's going on here? I think it's just it's just crazy amount of traffic and also traffic lights as well. Right, I'm not going to feed into it too much because I'll get too carried away and I'll be in a deep dive of trying to fix traffic within the city. Right, big buildings starting to build. Our medium densities over here as well. Now, did we get any employees over here? No. Still no. We're still trying to educate as many people as we possibly can. Now, when it comes to the education levels, we are currently at the highest educated and well-educated that we've ever been. And that's really good. But obviously, we've got a lot of jobs currently available for that entry level, if that's what you want to call it. So it'll take a while to fill it all up. It still will take some time to get it all filled up. So we're waiting for the garbage to kind of come in still. And I'm really starting to think right now, these 4-lane roads, we should really upgrade them to 8 lanes. Especially here. Here is a big traffic problem. But the problem is these paths need to be deleted as well. So let me see. So where's the issue we're gonna have there? I'm gonna have it on that side then. Leading down. So that's going to be deleted to here, to there, there, and there. So that actually worked out fairly well. There wasn't really too much dramas going on. But it really does bulk up the amount of vehicles that could access these roads. Now let me try it here as well. So awkwardly, we're going to be off-centered now. Because it doesn't really want to go there, but I can go on this side. Which is going to eat into my taller buildings slightly. But it's all towards us having a bigger road network with more capacity to filter more vehicles around. Now, I won't take it any further just yet. But where would this sit? See, there's problems there with the path area. So for now, we'll have to hold out. We'll just have to hold out for now. And see what we can pretty much get up to. So, it is a different time of day right now, so the rush hour is not that bad. But it's quite interesting to see how we can, with ease is what I should say, is how we can now kind of increase the capacity. Now, we need like a double road here as well for this turn off. So 2 lanes. Oh, it's not going to play ball, is it? See, that's cool. Fine. But this one doesn't want to do it, so I might have to delete you and then place it in like that. Now, problem is, I'm going to have to push this back slightly as well. We're going to have to create like an awkward node sticking off it. Well, okay, that did not work. That did not work. Just like that. So I can upgrade that little bit here. So I have a bit more of a bulkier capacity. Now, what's going on? Is it, there's not traffic lights here, is there? No. Now, these guys seem to be in the wrong lane. Why are they in the left lane doing a right turn? Guys, what's going on here? What's going on with them here? That's going to cause big traffic problems. So how do you fix something like that? Because there's nothing here I can do to fix this. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't know what the answer is for that. Wait, why are they going straight ahead? That made no sense. So that truck's trying to do it to then go straight ahead. Why? Why is that even a thing right now? I don't know. Is it something I question? Because I know in rush hour it's going to get really, really bad. I think this whole section right now is a little bit over the top, isn't it? We might need to kind of slightly redo some of it too. Thinking about it. I might need to actually rebuild this whole area. Because the off-staggered stuff as well doesn't look appealing, there we go. Kind of English. Appealing to me. Right, I'll save that. That's one of my jobs I'll do that I've got to sort out. We'll save it for now. So, any employees? We have 6 employees. Okay, so the more employees that we get, the more sewage capacity that we get. Right. Okay, we understand it now. We understand it. Gotcha. So, can we add... What demands have we got right now? We've got like a nice little medium demand. Which we can do some medium. I mean, I do row housing. I've got medium density. I've got the mixed zoning. Which might be a good idea, the mixed zoning, to be honest with you. If I squeeze these around this area. Well, I'm not too sure about building it here. And there. Keep those areas here slightly free. So that will kill 2 birds with 1 stone with that little bit of zone in there, which is fairly good. So I'm still surprised that the garbage trucks haven't come over here yet. So here's the network of garbage trucks. They're within the vicinity. I'm just so surprised. Now, what's our processing status? So this is the next thing right now. We've got so much garbage, and our processing status is not quite adequate enough. So this is where we can now start. But then again, it all comes down to the fact that we don't have enough employees, so we're not going to be at max. But I can add an extra incinerator, which is an expansion within the building itself. We have the ability to have more garbage trucks or more storage capacity. Now, which one of these? this adds more capacity in terms of processing. So it doesn't do much more, but we need more employees is what we need. We need more employees. So this also gives us an additional processing capability. So add you on. I can add multiples of these on. The other one is recycling. I'll add another one just there. So again, it ups our processing capacity in that sense. But we need more people working here. And it's a shame, really, because as much as I'm trying to educate everybody, there's only so much you can do. We've got all the capacities. It just might be a case where we just need to keep getting more people in. And the law of averages was increase the amount of educated people available. So we've still got that medium density, by the way. Let's see if we can kind of spend a little bit more of this. And kind of like spread out into these areas. Is there anywhere that we can kind of... I don't really want to replace anywhere. And I don't really want to get any like low density. Because it doesn't give us the amount of residents that we would kind of want. So I can kind of fill in all of this area here. And here. With this medium density. Which should get spent pretty quick. Now we seem to have traffic. Oh my goodness me, we're gridlocked. We are actually gridlocked. Why are we gridlocked? So they can't, it's getting stuck going up this way. They can't continue to go that way. Well then again, there's one random vehicle here stopped. That one random vehicle stopped there is causing a backlog. Right, I might have to kind of build an asymmetrical road here. To get that one vehicle just to move. That one vehicle was causing a huge backlog. How crazy is that? Right, I just had to do that just for the sake of moving that vehicle. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, weird stuff's happening today, guys. There's so much weird stuff happening right now. Oh, I don't know what's carrying on. But I can't believe that one vehicle was causing all that backlog. That's crazy. This looks really nice and open and clear right now as well. So I think we are fixing big issues. I could do an overpass here as well. I mean, I know they use that one. There's not really much traffic going on anyway. But I do have those options to kind of create more overpasses. I can't believe that one vehicle was causing all that backlog. Like, it's all gone now as well. There's the road I upgraded. It's all gone now. Okay, now it's over here. So the issue is... Oh, the issue is the actual trams. Now, do we not have the ability to have like a tram road? Let me go to my trams. No, you can't like designate like that one bit of the road there is solely for trams and no vehicles can go on it. I'm surprised you can't do that in this game. I'm really surprised you can't do that. Like our own version of it, like a dedicated bus route. So this is the other side of it as well. Trams are great, but they can also cause traffic issues. Right, let's create the walkable overpass right now. I've got to get these bridges back in, by the way. I've kind of neglected them. Well, I say neglected. I kind of forgotten about them. Will that not go down to there? Oh, do you know what it could be? I know I'm doing up by a 10. I could be like too high. So if I change this down a bit. So that's a 7. Really? Right, we're going even smaller. Right, it works there. I ain't going to mess around with it. We have an awkward overpass. That was really weird. That was really weird. I ain't going to complain. Even though I am complaining. It was really weird. Right, okay, so. Still waiting for the garbage to be collected. Taking its sweet, sweet time. Let's just kind of now build more of the suburbs sprawling out. So over here then, we're going to build up more of the low density stuff going on. So we kind of have to run with the roads. And I'm going to create... We'll utilize the parallel tool. We'll utilize the parallel tool here to create... I was going to say a grid, but I'll do like another wavy grid. So let's do continuous. We go parallel. And how wide? A 10. A 10 should be fine. Right, so I will delete the connection it's creating on the other side. I will get rid of that in just a moment. Just creating these beautiful little parallel runs. Right, let's do it here. And I'll come back and reconfigure a lot of this. But this is, we're going to have to delete a lot of roads to kind of get this to work. But let me delete right now. So I'm going to delete to here. And then we'll delete like that. I like the way that this waves off. Delete you, obviously. And then we'll delete you. And we'll delete you as a connection. Oh, I'm still doing parallel, aren't I? Right, like that. So it's different. That's the main thing. You got these wavy stuff. I don't think I want this road now. Looking at it, you've got the waviness, and then the stuff that kind of combines it all in the middle. That will lead down to that other connection down here as well. So we just got to create the connections that are going to reach the major bits of road. So we'll run you into here. Run you into there. And we'll drop a little, yeah, this size roundabout on. And this is all going to be low density right now. So enough space for a park and stuff like that. But we'll go low density. They all want to live here, as you can see. Right, there we go. All the way around. Now, you can never spend enough of this demand. I never can seem to satisfy it. So when I say I'm going crazy, I'm literally going crazy with this. And then we'll replace what we don't want and where we want to change it. Just for now, I want to fill it all up. So leading all the way down, round, because I need to get commercial and stuff in this area. But I've literally just placed all that in. And look at my low density demand right now. It's basically didn't even change. It didn't even change. Now, it's a lot to squeeze in. It is a lot to squeeze in. But it's a whole brand new area. So it won't really give us much more of a population boost. But I'm also thinking that we need to like start creating new areas. So let's treat this area here as a new area. Or as one area. Following down here. How do I get it to, like, not snap? There we go. Right, so we've got that as an area. I still need to give it some, like, decent names. If anyone wants to just suggest anything in the comment section, I'd really appreciate that. New apartment unlocked. We'll then create this area here as a section. We've got this huge industrial area. Which I'll leave to that. And then we have this brand new area here now as well. So I'll just bring it down to here just to kind of cover this side of it all up. There we go. And we'll give them kind of like their own identities and do stuff with it to make them unique and stuff like that. But the main thing is because you can click on them and you can kind of track what's going on. So you can see from this that there's 4,600 people living within that area in general. But then Jester Park, there is 20,000. In Sunnydale, there is 6,000. So you can see the huge difference in changes. Shows the residents. Oh, sorry, that's the households. There's 36,000 residents. Sorry, that's the households. Average area is wealthy. Employees, so the amount of jobs available versus employees right now. You can also link services to it as well, which is quite interesting. So it can show you areas that are underutilized with jobs. I need more work opportunities inside of it. Well, it depends if you want to build the jobs within the same area that they live. So this area, a lot smaller because it's all low density and the jobs that are currently available. It also shows the education levels as well. I didn't even notice that. So, yeah. I'm surprised it's got some well-educated and highly educated people living there too. I suppose it all helps, doesn't it? Now, has this given us more people working here? Yeah, it's still 85,000 capacity. What's our garbage like now? Did we manage to get through it all? The processing's really, really increased. And again, that weeds down to the fact that we've got more people working here. So, I didn't know that the buildings were based on employees. Well, they have a maximum. But it depends on how many employees are there is how much they can do it, which makes sense. The more people work there, the more you can process. You know, I get it, but I didn't realize that that's how it worked in the game. Interesting. Now, we can add specializations to this stuff. I can create it like as a gated community. Increase the well-being of residents, reduces crime in the area, doesn't affect services. Combustion ban. Ooh, heavy traffic ban within the predominantly busy areas. Now this Jester Park is predominantly a busy area. I could put like a heavy traffic ban in there, which would force them to all use public transport. But I got a question. Do you reckon we should start thinking about implementing metro? Could be a good idea, right? Could be a good idea, right? Right, we get low density commercial around these main streets. Because that is what they're going to crave, boys, in this area. I do apologise for all my sniffing as well, guys. I got a bit of the man flu. I do have a little bit of man flu right now. But yeah. Not bad. So we're at the point in the game right now where the demands are flatlining. Apart from... Ooh, the water centre. Apart from low density residential. Then you got the Duslidia apartments plus 10 well-being within the area, and I think I might squeeze you in right here. Why not? It's the right height for that area. We have a commercial building, the auto centre, which is that like a car dealership? Yes, it is. It's a modern one as well. And it will reduce our import costs, see attractiveness boost. So a nice little car dealership. I might implement it here on the road there or here. I like the idea of it being on the boulevard road, because that's where they all pull in to buy their vehicles. City's Car Customs. It's a large building. It's a real large building. I like it. I like it quite a lot. So, commercial demand has come back again. What's the unemployment rate like now? I know I'm getting fixated on this quite a lot, but it's what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. And in terms of actually the workforce is the most important one. We do need more higher educated jobs, to be honest with you. It's kind of now coming to the point where we are starting to fill the high educated jobs. We just need more people here. And they slowly add more and more. We're just waiting for offices to keep building. This whole office area, there's a new office about to be built, which has 11 well-educated jobs available. It's almost getting there. We are starting to get some nice tall skyscrapers and get proper like filling the city skylines. That's the name of the game. Which you can tell we're starting to fill it up because we're starting to get all the employees right now coming in for these buildings over here as well. So processing speed, storage, we're okay there. How much power is this producing, by the way? 1.9 megawatts. Nice. Also, we are importing a lot as well. I think we're still importing quite a bit of power. Import, yeah, it's really high. So we're going to have to start thinking about how we can change that. And what do we go for is the question. What do we go for? Now, I can go for a battery. I can go for a gas plant, which is a coal plant, then nuclear. I can build a dam, a solar farm. Let's go gas first. How good is gas? Wow! So the small coal plant produces 20 megawatts. This gas plant, where's the coal plant? It's over there, isn't it? Produces 250. It's a large building, though. It's a real large building, boys. A real large building. Is it something I can maybe implement here? If I brought that road down there, I could pull it in here, but at what cost? Because I need to instantly drop down and then put this connecting up to the main grid almost. And that will satisfy all my energy needs. I can then get rid, right, of the plant here. No longer need it. Get rid of the transformers. We no longer need those at the moment. But we kind of do need them because they also transform the power. But I'm hopefully going to utilize the highway. They transform the power to be used as normal for the underground. Look at all the trees on this, by the way. It looks really nice in this corner. I've just noticed that. So we need to then utilize. I mean, it's all going to pump out of here anyway, but it's just going to completely overload this area. So what we need to do is we need to first add the lights to the road, which I think I already did that, didn't I? Yeah. Then going across all of this. So this is trying to push the power now all the way around.
So by that logic now, where's the power? The power can reach all of this. And pump. I'm just going to now bring it into the road. So we've got nothing going down to here until we get to there. Right. So road upgrades. Go all the way around. It's a bit of a pain to do, but it's something we heavily need to do. So that goes down to there, which brings the power to this. So if I go to play mode right now, it should bring the power to both of these. We're missing one on this side. So does that not connect anywhere? It does connect up, but they're not choosing to utilize that way. They know a better way. It's so overloaded there as well. It's so overloaded. I'm just hoping I can change some of it. For it all not to get overloaded. Right, we spread it a little bit. Is this not getting water? Haven't I got water issues? Where's the overloaded power network? Oh my goodness me, the whole city's dying. The whole city's dying. Now, we're not producing enough. Oh, is it down to employees again? Oh, I'm going to go mad. Okay, right. What we need to do now is, for the sake of saving the city, we still need the transformers. And I'll drop one there, which is going to completely overload my network. So they'll still provide power to the city. Because we'll still be able to import it. But I need so many more ways in which we can bring power in. So it's all still very, very overkill. But you gotta kind of add more and more areas in. It's a right minefield, isn't it? It is a right minefield. So it still doesn't produce enough, does it, right now? It still doesn't produce enough? No, does it produce enough? So we don't produce enough because we don't have enough, like, people working here. But the more people that do work here, the more electricity that we will start producing. And then the less that we should then start importing. So we should still be importing, which we are. It's a lot less. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea of it. It's an epic, boys. It is an epic right now. The micromanagement that you've got to do. Right, apparently you got traffic jams here. There must have been like a car crash or something. No, it's all everyone trying to switch into the same area. Where have all these people just come from? For us to have vast amounts of vehicle. I think it could be because these are so close together. Well, if I upgrade this to a 4-lane highway. Do the same there. We might need to change this area as well. Ooh, it's going to be difficult, boys. It's going to be so difficult. I can't. This is the problem I've got here now. I can't upgrade that. I can upgrade that one, but then you can't do it. Oh, that thing's there. I'm going to get rid of this. That's been a pain in my booty since I started building this city. I've got to do a lot of reconfiguring all of this stuff. So much. But it allows me then to do a 3 lane. Because the amount of people coming out of this way, I'm going to upgrade this to a 2. So it's just finding where the problems are and starting to try and fix them and give us a little bit more capacity. It's not perfect. It's far from it. But if we can solve those little issues here and there, we'll build a much better city because of it. Right, it's been a stressful episode, boys. I feel like it's gone absolutely downhill rapidly. We just need more people to work here, which they are all higher educated paying jobs, but these needed a lot more people working here, and we eventually got them anyway, so just got to keep educating, boys. We just got to keep educating, and yeah. It takes 11 months to graduate some. You can see why it takes so long. You can see why it takes so long, but we're about to break a new milestone very shortly. Only a couple of XP off. But yeah, what a stressful episode. This has been the most stressful one to date, and I'm going to go sit in a dark room and slightly cry. But we have now got the capacity to now go on a full expansion, so nothing should now stop us. Nothing should now stop us apart from probably education. But guys, if you've got any tips on how I can increase the education levels a bit more rapidly, let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, I see you all soon. So goodbye.